Living in her own terms. She was quiet but loud in mind, her sinistering silence a storm-swept hush. Holding thoughts to herself, she lived a modest life in their terms. She seemed feeble yet solid to the core. She made friends, she lost some good ones. Not for her faults, she says. Still, she lived a peaceful life in their terms. She was a child, pampered and nurtured with great care. That care so constant her hands felt never bare. For everything she needed, they were there. Her hands led the way. She lived a carefree life in their terms. She strove to make them happy, a grievous task making the unhappy happy. Resorting to every possible way, she struggled to bend the stubborn heart. She lived a miserably lived life in their terms. She was dreamy, her visions too soft, too sweet. They wove her notions quietly. Her studies, her career shaped by them. So she obeyed, living always to their rules, in their terms. Countless sleepless nights she spent in silent despair, weeping out her heart, her forehead against the wall, waking from nightmares to echoing empty calls. She lived a heart-wrenching life in their terms. She had long lost her dear one, an irreplaceable loss, she says. She had long lost her loved one. Time wouldn't heal it, she says. Yet she lived a grief-struck life in their terms. She kept a smile. She found solace in herself for a while. Antisocial, they branded her, unknowing the depth of her emotions, which, for many reasons, she kept to herself and lived a life of solitude in their terms. She had intense emotions. In their chaos, she was lost. In their intensity, she was torn apart. She wept for the life long lost. Marked by memories of the past, she lived a life in retro, in their terms. Those tender, uncalloused hands, so full of wants, so fragile, found themselves unready for this chivalrous time-bound world. Yet she lived a life at war in their terms. She fought battles, not one but many, unseen, unheard, yet she rose again and again and lived a life of victory in their terms. Reality struck her with a blow. It slowed her flow, it faded her glow. Life was not for the soft-hearted. Molded by revelations, she lived a life of realism in her terms. She was passionate about love, loved the ave of love, fell in love, fell for him, fell for who he had been. She said, love is not a menace. In him she found her solace. She lived a love life, an envious one, in her own terms. Looking back, she grunts, time travel? Nay, impossible. But possibilities lie ahead, bundles of joy, only if you live life on your own terms.